So, friends, welcome once again for today's night session. Friends, yesterday, in last 2 days, we have covered many topics, and today's topics are one of the colleague asked for this conversion of case of the text. So, how the case of the text are converted in Excel. So that we will be learning today, and it's a lower, upper, and proper case. Then page zooming, how the page is zoomed. That we will be learning today. Insertion of next line in a cell. In a cell, how you can insert a next line will also be we will be learning through this process. Print title, how the titles are printed. We will be learning through print title in today's insertion of green lines. It's again very small function, but is sometimes with the point of view of presentation of any printout, uh, this insertion of green line is required. So we can see this in today's session. Formula bar. Sometimes it happens that a formula bar disappears from the screen. So to bring back the formula bar on the screen, what kind of command is there? We will be learning today. Paste within cell. Friends, we have covered copy and paste, but on that day it was missed to cover this how to copy and paste within the cell. So this I'll cover today. Find and replace, and on advanced part is filter how the filters are cleared without removing the filter buttons. So this will be learning today. Freeze pens and hyperlink, how one of the file is linked in a working file, or object insertion, this will be also covering today. And removing of duplicates. So friends, it's again one of the important function, removing of duplicates. So let's friend start our first topic. Hope I'm clearly audible. Friends, during the session, I would again request to keep your microphone off, and also make your mobile phone switched off so that it does not distract you whole during the class. So, friends, let's start. Conversion of lower, upper, or proper case. How does it happen? So friends, let's see. Say this is one of the sentence. Say, I love my India. So how to convert the case of this sentence in Word? We see there. Let me open one Word page. Then it will be better to explain you. Just a minute, friends. Friends, someone's microphone is still on. Friends, this is a word sheet. So here I'm just typing I love my India, right? So let me just zoom it. So this is I have written over here. I love my India. If I want to say convert the font from uppercase to lowercase or lowercase to capital, so everything. Just a minute. Is it visible now? So are you able to see I love my India? It's written over in a word sheet. Okay, okay, okay. So now keep your microphone like off, mute. So let me then start. So so friends, if you want to convert these into capital or say small letter or say capitalize each word, so with so or we can say title, capitalize each word with a title letter. So this we can do in word very easily. So so here in home page, in home page, change of case, someone's microphone again is on. हाँ हाँ. So I think everybody mute now. I'm not able to hear anything. So shall I start now? I'm beginning, right? Mr. Abhishek Saw, your microphone, your microphone is not mute. So friends, now I'm again starting. So friends, if you want to convert the case in Word, you just go to home and then there is this button called change case. तो यहाँ पे आप जाके यू कैन चेंज द केस लाइक इफ यू कैन चेंज से अपर केस, so ये सारा का सारा every letter will convert into capital letter. If you want to change in capitalize each word, so first letter of each word will become capital, or so lower case, so every letter will become lower case. But in case of Excel it is not like that. In case of Excel, these command are not available readily in home page or anywhere. So यहाँ पे हमें क्या करना होगा, we have to use one formula. Friends, you can note it down, these formulas. So suppose the sentence is I love my India. If I want to convert this into say uppercase, what you have to type here, equal to type upper. So is it coming now? Excel sheet is appearing. It is coming now. I think. Okay, so so let me continue and keep your microphone off. So, friends, the sentence is I love my India. I want to convert it into say uppercase. So each letter should become a capital letter. So in Excel, how you can do it? You just write a formula. It is equal to upper. U double P E R upper. आप just type upper and then start bracket. स्टार्ट ब्रैकेट करके जिस भी सेल को आपको कन्वर्ट करना है यू जस्ट click on that cell and close the bracket and press enter. So now friends see each letter has converted into upper case. तो सारे के सारे लेटर जो है कैपिटल लेटर में कन्वर्ट हो गए. So friends, I think you must have noted it. It is equal to upper. Equal to upper. I am again repeating it. Equal to upper, then start bracket और देन क्लिक ऑन द सेल. जिस भी सेल को आपको कन्वर्ट करना है उसको सेल को कन्वर्ट करने के उस पर क्लिक कर दीजिए और ब्रैकेट क्लोज एंड प्रेस इंटर. तो ये आपका देखिए आई लव माई इंडिया जो था जो स्मॉल लेटर में था. एवरी लेटर हैज बीन कन्वर्टेड इनटू कैपिटल लेटर. So let me remove this person then. Just a minute, let me remove this person because otherwise we cannot continue like that. Huh? So I think now everyone is mute. One more person was there. So okay, friends. Let's start now. Let again. There's sort of disturbance has happened today. So I've already removed that person. Now let's start again, friends. So we have seen this upper formula. I'm again repeating it. If you want to convert the cases into uppercase, equal to upper U double P E R upper start bracket and click on the cell for which you want to convert the letters into different case and then close bracket enter. So you see every letter has been converted into capital letter. Now you can just आप इसको कॉपी करके नीचे तक ले आए जिसको भी आपको कन्वर्ट करना है. सो द ईच एंड एवरी स्टेटमेंट हैज बीन कन्वर्टेड इनटू कैपिटल लेटर. फ्रेंड्स, बट यू हैव टू कीप इन माइंड कि यहाँ पे ये जो आपको जो दिखाई दे रहा है सेल में ये आपका फॉर्मूला लगा हुआ है. तो इफ यू वांट टू अगर बेस डेटा डिलीट कर दिया या चेंज कर दिया तो आपका ये डेटा खत्म हो जाएगा. तो बिफोर like leaving this data as it is, better to copy paste स्पेशल वैल्यू, वो आप फंक्शन यूज कर लीजिए जो हमने आपको फर्स्ट जो क्लास हमने लिया था उसमें सिखाया था. जस्ट आई व्हाट आई विल डू, कॉपी एंड देन पेस्ट स्पेशल. So now it has converted, right? Uh, so next thing, now we will use next formula. Friend, someone has some communication in language, some issues. So, but we have both the participants who uh, who like to part of English as a medium of communication, and one more part that who would like only Hindi. So I'll repeat both the things during the class. Um, so now if you want to convert this letter into a small letter, so in a lower case if you want to convert it, so you have to type lower here, lower, and then start bracket, and then click on this, click on the desired cell whom you want to convert. So and then bracket close, enter. So now see, friends, each letter have been converted in small letter. I think it will not be visual like this. Let me make it capital first. Upper, bracket close. So each letter are in capital, and let's come to another cell. So what we will do, यहाँ पे हम लोग क्या करेंगे, then make it lower, make all the letters in lower case. So just type lower and then start bracket, select this cell, then close the cell, close the bracket, then enter. Now see friends, from a sentence case we have converted the same sentence into uppercase, and then from uppercase to lowercase. So the formula is very simple. Just equal to, then type upper, or equal to type lower. So these two functions are available where you can convert lowercase into uppercase or uppercase into lowercase. Yeah, you can drag it also. So you can drag it also. I just copy and paste. It's up to you only. If you want to drag it, you can drag it, or if you want to copy and paste, you can copy and paste also the formula. This we have already learned yesterday and the day before yesterday also. Video is not working, right? So I think there may be some issues at your end regarding this net connectivity. Uh, so is it visible now? Just press yes in message box, chat box. Okay, keep your microphone off then. Huh? So friends, this was conversion of letters into lowercase and uppercase. Now let me convert in a proper case. What is proper case? It makes every letter of the word, first letter of the word, as a capital. So let's type proper here, proper, proper, and start bracket. Click on the required cell, then close the bracket, then enter. So now you see every first letter of the word is capital. So friend, you can drag it also, you can copy it also, whatever you want you can do it. But before closing the file or before deleting any column, you have to keep in mind that you have to convert these data as a text, because at present this is in formula format. You just copy it and paste special value. So now this is fine. Friends, we have covered now first topic. So this is conversion of case into lower, upper or proper case. Friends, if you have any query, we can take the queries at the end of the session. Now page zooming. So it's a simple formula, friends. How to reduce the zoom, like size of the page. It's just a visible functionality, so that you can zoom your page to a lower zoom or a higher zoom, so that the front in person in front of the screen can see the data very well. So like in zoom, go to view. I'm just taking this sheet only. So go to view. Here there in view there are three buttons available: zoom 100% and zoom to selection. So so if you want to zoom of any size, you just click on the zoom and say 70%, 75% or say 200%. You can select your percentage, and also you can custom your percentage. Say if you want to say 125%, which is not mentioned over here, but you can take the 125% over here and then just press OK. So it will be zoomed up to 125% of the normal view. Or you can by pressing 100%, so it will again convert into. Just a minute, friend. So in zoom part, page zooming you can do. So zoom to a selection. Suppose if I have selected this particular area, if I want to zoom it, you just click on zoom to selection. So the only the selected part, this will be zoomed to a higher value. So friends, someone is writing in the message that the video is not visible. So can you confirm it? Okay, sir. Okay, okay, okay. Thank you. So it's again there is a shortcut keys also, which will be available at the bottom of your Excel sheet in the right side, where you can increase the zoom percentage. So zoom in, zoom out is there. You just click on plus or say click on minus. It will be zoom out or zoom in. For making it zoom in, so just click on plus, or you can uh, drag this cursor upper to lower or higher, so it will be like you can zoom your screen like that only. So it's a very simple function, friends. So you can do this like that way. So we are covering this also. Now insertion of next line in a cell, friends, is a very important function. And in this function we will be learn how to insert a line in in a particular cell, in next line in a particular cell. For example, say in a cell, it's a written over here Delhi is capital of India. If I want to write another line, say suppose the line is I love my India. So if I want to write the same line over here, so what will happen? uh, Say now the line is appearing like this: Delhi is capital of India and I love my India, but it is not appearing in the next line, it is appearing in the same line itself. So how you can do this? You just by pressing F2, by pressing F2, you can enter into the cell. Now what you will have to do, By pressing F2, I am within the cell. Let me just make it a bigger cell then. So by pressing F2, I have entered into the cell, right? Now, if you want to go to the next line within the cell, what kind of function you have to use? You have to use Alt Enter, Alt Enter, friends. Alt button and Enter button. Let me type over here. Alt plus Enter. So this function you have to use Alt and Enter, right? So then Alt Enter I have typed here. So you can note it down. So by Alt Enter you can write the next line. I love India, right? So I have written over here. If I want to insert another line, what you have to do again, make it F2, then Alt Enter. By pressing Alt Enter, you can start your next line. Say whatever you want, you can write over here, and then again Alt Enter, you can start next line, right? But sometimes, friends, what happens if you use any special character? In that case, you have to start the line by putting first colon sign, say sorry, single inverted comma. So that you have to start first. Then you can say, suppose I want to like this. I want to make some pointers. What I have done, I am just over writing over here. Say Delhi is capital of India, and then I want to write in the next line. I love my India. So when I press Alt Enter, cursor will be taken to the next line, and then I've again starting with dash, then I love my India. So I have written two sentences over here. First, Delhi is capital of India, and next, I love my India. Why I have taken the pointer dash as a pointer, so that I can easily recognize the next sentence when at what point it is beginning. So if I now press enter, this will show like this. What is the reason that I have typed Delhi is capital of India, and then next line I love my India, but it is appearing like name. Why it is happening so? Because I have used one special character or sign of a like plus minus or divide, that kind of sign. So in that case you have to start with inverted comma, single inverted comma. So first you have to put single inverted, and then you can start. By this way, you see now both the sentences are appearing perfectly. So friends, so we have covered two function over here. First is Alt Enter, that you will be able to write within the cell in the next sentence, uh, next line, and if you are beginning your sentence, if you are beginning your sentence with some special character, or say some special character, or say like a plus minus sign, then you have to keep your comma sign over there. Yeah, you can someone is asking, we can paste data in next line. Yes, you, of course you can paste data in the next line. So friends, we are moving on. So Mr. Sanjay Kedia. Mr. Sanjay Kedia. Okay, I'm reviewing this person. Yeah, I've already removed him. So, print title, friends. Now we are beginning one of the most important topic, that is print title. So, friends, sometimes many times we see that whenever you are printing a particular MIS, when you are printing a particular MIS or say particular data, you want your headers or say title of each column to appear on each and every sheet. So this is called the print titles. So how can you do this printing option, that the title of the each and every column or headers of each and every column appears on each and every page of the printing. So let's do this over here. Friends, say there are 200 plus rows are there. So now we have already learned yesterday that how to set the margin of the printing. So let first set the margin of the printing. So friend, how can you set the margin of the printing? That we have already learned that by going to a page breakup in view, you just press page breakup, page breakup preview. So if you press page breakup preview, you will be able to see page number 1, then page number 11. So now see that the print area is not coming properly. First you have to set your print area properly before putting any command of printing. So just drag option, you can use the drag option, whatever your selection area will be there. I have just selected the particular area. Now there are 7 pages. You just see, if you can see over here, like watermark is there, page 7. So there are 7 pages, and and the header is only in one page. Header is only in one page, that is first line. The headers are there. So I want that these headers should appear on each and every page when I'll finish my printing. So these headers should appear on each and every page. How can you do this? You can do this by utilizing page layout. If you go to page layout, you will see print title. Print title. So by using this print title, you can bring the header on each and every page you are about to print. So how to use? Just click on the print title. When you click on the print title, uh, then you will see this rows to repeat at the top. Hope you are able to see this rows to repeat at the top. Under this option, you just click in the box. After clicking in the box, you select the number of row you want to appear on the header of each and every page. So I have say selected row number 2 over here. I have clicked on the row number 2 wherever it is written like 2. So I have pressed on the row number 2. Now you see, now you see in this box, it's 2 is to 2. It's mentioned over there. It means it has selected row number 2. Now just press OK. So so friends, now the work is done. If you want to print it, you can print it. uh, Let me press the print command. So I'll just press print, control P. You will see in the print preview that it is appearing on the first page. Now come to second page. On the second page it is again appearing. Come to third page. It's in the third page, it is also appearing. So each, on each and every page you can see it's appearing. I am seeing on the page number 5 also. On the, I'm just clicking page number 6 also, and page number 7 also. So it's appearing over here. Friends, this is all about printing titles on each and every page uh, you are about to print in Excel. So hope this is correct. Someone wants to repeat it. Let me repeat it again. Friends, I have a hope the printing area, you have to set your printing area, which we have already learned yesterday. So now next command is how to repeat the title on each and every sheet. So friends, on page layout, there is a button called print title. There is a button called print title. You just click over here. Once you click over here, then you will find one new dialog box is coming. So जैसे ये dialog box आएगा, there is a option available, rows to repeat at the top. रोज टू रिपीट एट द टॉप. वहां पे आपको जाके क्या करना है, यू आर जस्ट क्लिक ओवर हेयर. क्लिक करने के बाद में यू सेलेक्ट द नंबर ऑफ रो. जिस रो को आपको रिपीट करना है, यू सेलेक्ट दैट रो. से आई जस्ट प्रेस ओवर हेयर. देखिएगा दिस एरो काइंड ऑफ कर्सर इज अवेलेबल अपीयरिंग नाउ. एरो काइंड ऑफ कर्सर इज अपीयरिंग नाउ. सो दिस right arrow kind of appear cursor is there. You just click over here. So as soon as you click on the row number, this entire row will get selected. Or you can increase your selection also. Say if you want to increase, if you want to say there are more than one row uh, to appear as a header on each and every page, so you can select multiple row also like this. So say I am selecting two row at a time. So now you see friends, if you see here it is the selection area is 2:3. It means the entire area of row number 2 and entire area of row number 3 is selected as a header of the page. So now just put OK. If you put OK, the work is done friends. And if you go to print preview, press Control P, you will be able to see the print preview over here. Now friends, I have selected two row. How to recognize that two rows has been selected as a header? As a header. So friends, if you see, you just see, click on the page number 2. On page number 2, this first one, this SOM 428 it or PK Fashion Mumbai, and the name of the place, first line. These two rows are appearing on each and every page. So now come to the third page. You see again this PK Fashion Mumbai SO 428. It's again appearing on the third page also. But below this, each and every rows are changing as per the print selection area. So friends, hope this is clear now. Yes, friends, you have to select your desired row only. Then it will be okay. Now, friends, coming to the next topic, print title is already we have covered. Then insertion of green lines, and this is not required at much frequent time, but sometimes it becomes very important to separate one data with another. So suppose you don't want a table to be appeared, but suppose your table is not there, you have the border lines are not there, but you want a dotted border line to appear on the printing option. So You just go to your print option, dotted line will appear. Go to page setup. In page setup, go to sheet. In sheet, you will find this green line option. If I uh, friends, it was previously it was selected, so that is why these green lines were appearing. Now I have deselected it, so you will see the green lines are not appearing in the printout. Green lines are not appearing in the printout, so the printout will happen only without any border. But if you want to put a border of dotted lines, what you have to do, you go to page setup, go to sheet, and then press green lines. Press green line, just tick the box of green lines and press ok. So all the green lines, these dotted lines will appear in the printout. When you are taking printout, it will appear, though these dotted lines are not there in your main sheet. It will appear only while you are printing the file, printing the whatever worksheet. So hope friends this is also clear to you. It's just a selection of the green line checkbox while you are doing printing by going to the setup box. Next is formula bar. Friends, many time it happens that formula bar is not appearing in your screen. So now suppose if I say this plus this. So now in formula bar you are able to see that E3 plus F3. So in formula bar you are able to see that F3 E3 plus F3 is appearing. But in the sale, on the face value of the sale, it's coming 4,21,000, right? But sometimes what happens, this formula bar is not appearing, and you will not be able to see what kind of formula or what kind of content of the sale is. So this happens why in your view option, go to view option, you will see formula bar over here. In formula bar, sometimes this tick disappears. So because of the tick disappears, you will not be able to see the formula bar. Now see, uh, I am not able to see the formula bar now. It's not appearing over here. So what I have to do, I will go to view and then just put a tick over here. Once as soon as you put the tick over here, the formula bar appears. So friends, it's just a small function, but it sometimes creates a huge difficulties for many. So hope this is also clear to you. Friends, now let's start this paste within cell. How we can do this? Suppose now, how can you paste the data within the cell? Friends, we have learned whatever we have discussed. We have discussed like this. If you want to copy it, you can copy it. If you want to paste in another cell, you can paste it by whatever formula we have learned. So just copy and paste function is there. But if I want to paste the Delhi is capital of India within this cell where I have mentioned I love my India, if I want to paste the different sentence in within the cell, how we can do this? So for this you have to copy whatever data you want to paste in another cell within the cell. So what you have to do, you just go to the cell by pressing F2. By pressing F2, I have come to within the cell. You just copy the data you want to paste in another cell. Friends, by pressing F2, I have entered into the cell. Now I am copying the data. So I have just selected Delhi's capital of India. I have selected. I will press Control C. Control C is a command for copy. Control C I have already used. Now just go to another cell. Say I want to paste within this cell. So again you have to go to F2 mode only. So with F2 I have entered into the cell. Now I have to paste it. Friends, we have already learned that for pasting any value I have to use Control V. So if you press Control V, this data is pasted into a particular cell. Now by this way you can copy and paste your data within the cell. So friends, hope this is also clear to you. If you have any query, we can take it at the end of the session. Friend, our next topic under basic category is find and replace. Find and replace. Friends, it's one of the very important function, and find and replace is one of the shortcut key also. If you have a good paragraph, you have or good number of lines, n number of lines are there, rows are there, and if you want to replace a particular word with different word, so it will be a very shortcut key. And we must have seen in one of the movie called Three Idiot, where one of a particular word was replaced by some different word, and the presenter at the stage had to face so much of rumor. So friend, find and replace कैसे हम लोग कर सकते हैं? Let's come to this part, this sheet. So if I want to find, say, this code of the party code is SOM 248, SOM to 428, SOM 428. So how I can find it? I will just press Control F, Control F, and for finding anything, the shortcut key is Control F, F for Faridabad, Control plus F. So say now I want to find SOM 428, 428. So I have two options available. I can find one by one, or I can find all at once. So if I find one by one, so I have to keep press this find next. Find next. The cursor will move to the next code wherever place it is appearing. Right. Now if I want to find all at a time, you can press find all. Now find all, you will be see at how many places it is appearing. So there are so many places where this 428 is appearing, and the address of the sale is also mentioned over here. If you want to go to a particular sale, you just click over here. The cursor will move to particular sale. Say here the row number was 117. It has moved to 117. If I want to go to say 108, the cursor will move on to 108. So by this way, friends, you can find a number or find a value, find a text by pressing find all or find next. So friends, it's a very easy command and very simple command. The shortcut key is Control F. Control F is used for finding any value. Now the next part is find and replace. So let's see how we can do this. So you can go to directly Control H. If you use Control H, you can directly go to replace function, but sometimes many friends use Control F, then this dialog box appears, then someone press this replace button and then go to find and replace. So friends, here we have come to the direct function is control H. Direct command is control H. So if you use control H by this command, you can bring this find and replace dialog box directly. So suppose now the code I have selected SOM 428. SOM 428. Now I want to replace this with say uh, IND 401. I want to replace this code with IND 01. Now there are two options available. Replace, it will go on replacing one by one. If you want to replace all the function all the same code, it can you can replace the all with at single command. So see, it will show Excel has completed its search and has made 150 replacement. So friends, in a single command, it has replaced 150 codes with this single command. So replaced all it has done. So friends, it's a very simple. So you just by going by to practice, you can do this. And learn Excel, only golden rule is you have to practice all the whatever classes we have done, or whatever areas you know or you have doubt, you just practice at your home or at your workplace. So with the practice only, all these commands and shortcut keys uh, you will be able to remember. So friends, we have finished with find and replace also. Friends, we have covered all the basic topics. Hope every topic is clear to you. Another basic part. Let's come to advanced part. So under advanced part, there are filter clear. Friends, we have already covered filter and sorting yesterday, but one thing was I m- omitted to make how to make the clear option of the filtered row. So let me just show you today itself. Now suppose I have filtered over here, say this code number 428. Then I have filtered few cities, say Chennai, Guwahati, Imphal. So I have selected three cities over here. So friends, you will find filtered rows filtered are in two column. In column A, I have already filtered the code. In column C, I have filtered the place, and again I can filter the quantity. Say quantity more than 50. So quantity greater than 50. So if I select this quantity greater than 50, now this filter function has reduced the data in this few rows by whatever selection criteria I have mentioned over here. So friends, now you want to unclear the filter. So friends, you can save your time. So what there are two ways of clearing this filter. How you can do this? You can just alt drop down and select all. By this function you can do this. By this function you can clear all the selected rows under this filter. Then again you go to here, select all, press select all, then all will be cleared. Or then again you go to here, then you press OK, clear the entire function. Then only it will be clearing the all the filters. But friends, there is a shortcut key. What is the shortcut key? Go to data, then there is a this clear option is available, clear. And friend, I have made yesterday clear to you that how to create shortcut keys for yourself. Friends, you can use your mouse, go to data and press on this. So it will clear all the filters, but filter will remain. So whatever filtered rows were there, all those rows have been cleared, but filter filter tab will be there. So so it will reduce your one command, that you don't have to use this filter option again. So friends, it's again one important point, that you have to keep the usage of this clear option, where you can clear the different filtered columns or rows according to your choice. Now I want to make how to make the shortcut keys for yourself. So friend, it will again depend your version of Windows of or Office, MS Office. So I'm using MS Office 2010. So here you just press Alt. After pressing Alt, you will see under data it's appearing A. So I will press A, and under clear it appearing C. I will press C. So as soon as I press Alt A C, all the filters are clear now. So friends, it's a shortcut you can create. You can create yourself. So now this we have covered filter clear. Friends, one of the most important topic, freeze panes. Uh, while using freeze panes, you will find in your day-to-day working, you are handling a huge data, say thousands and thousands of rows, or hundreds or tens or columns are there. So if you are not using this freeze panes, you will have a lots of difficulties in handling the data. Suppose in this sheet there are more than 5,000 rows are there. See here, 5,000 rows are there. So friends, I have mentioned yesterday how to come to the last row. Control page up arrow or page down arrow. Up arrow or down arrow. So by this way, you can go to the first row or the last row, provided blank cells are not there in between any cell. So there are more than 5,000 rows are there, and but friend, I am not able to see the header. I don't know what column is this. I don't know what column I is or what column G is. What is the header of the column K? So I will not be able to see. So what? How can I see? I will again go to say in the first row. Then I'll see. Oh, it's a gross total, or say sales at 5% GST, or say SGST, CGST. So whatever column header is there. So again, I'm not able to see the column. Say I'm at column number K, and I am row number, say any row. I don't know who is the party for this particular data. So I have to come to extreme left and then see, okay, PK Fashion is the party for that particular data. So friends, to overcome all these difficulties, freeze panes is available to you. You can have a maximum utilization of freeze panes whenever you are handling any data of any table. So friends, there are ways of using the pens. There are you can freeze your rows only, you can freeze your columns only, or you can freeze your row and column both. So how can you do it? So first I'll show you how to freeze the rows only. So you can put your cursor anywhere. Say before row number 2, all the row should be freezed. So you go to view. Under view you will see freeze panes button over here. Freeze panes, you just click here, So here three tabs are available. First is for freezing, keep row and column visible while the rest of the worksheet is scroll. So here the whatever rows and column will get freeze. Here only top row will get freeze. Here left columns will get freeze. So where the cursor is, prior to preceding to that cursor, all the columns will get freezed. So let's start. Let me freeze this row first. So my cursor is at present at row number 2. Row number 2, my cursor is at row number 2. So I'll go to view and press this freeze top row. So above the row number 2, all the row will get freeze. I have just pressed this freeze row. So friends, now row is freezed. If I drop down, or if I take the cursor down, now see friends, row number 1 is freezed, and I can see the header of each and every column, and even going at the last row also. So I have come to say 5900 this last row, and I am able to see the row only. Whatever column header is there, I can see over here. Now friend, so this is about how to freeze the row. And suppose now you have freezed it, how to unfreeze it? You have to again go to freeze option. You just press this, and the previous situation will. Just a minute friend. So friends, this unfreeze has been done. Now if you want to freeze the column only, so keep at cursor say column B. In this cursor, in this column, I am putting cursor over here. Then go to view, go to freeze panes, and freeze first column. So if I want to freeze the more columns, you can keep cursor in column number D. So I'll put cursor over here, and then go to view, freeze panes, freeze column. So friends, all the columns preceding to column number D are freezed. Now you just come to right. Just a minute friends. Some error has occurred. Let me first. Okay friends, it's a command for the freeze first column only. So that is why the first column was getting freezed. So now you can use freeze column and row at the same time. How you can do this? Suppose I want to freeze upper row and all the left columns. So I'll put cursor over here, and after putting cursor here, you just go to freeze panes and use this first one option, freeze panes. Here the row and column both will get freezed. So all the columns are freezed now. Column number A, B, C. Here all the columns are freezed now. You can just by moving cursor you can see, and drop down the cursor. So the rows are also appearing. The header of the all the columns are appearing. So friends, this is all about freezing of panes. So by this way you can have a very good view of your data. If you want to come to the right, you can see uh, the details of the column, or if you come to the down, you can also see the headers and whatever you want. You can utilize the table according to your choice. So friends, we have covered this freeze panes. Now come to hyperlink. Hyperlink and insertion of object clause. Objects, or not the clause, object. Friends, what is the use of inserting a hyperlink? Friends, sometimes what happens? Suppose this is the party code, this is a party and location in Mumbai, and this is the value of item we have purchased. So, if I want to see the purchase order which I have issued to this particular party in Mumbai, so what I can do? I can have a shortcut. It's a kind of shortcut link created to within your worksheet. So if I want to create a link, so you can create a link over here. Just go to insert, and there is option available, hyperlink. Friend, shortcut keys, if you put your cursor over here, the shortcut keys is appearing control plus K. You can see in the box control plus K, or you can just press over here. I have just pressed hyperlink, and then suppose in this folder, wherever you have saved your PO, you can go to a particular your desired destination from over here. So say I am at the right destination, so I have selected this file. Say this is my PO, so I'll just press OK now. Then this will create a link over here. So friends, you can create all the links over here, and then if you want to see the PO, you can click on the link. You will be able to see the PO. Say I have clicked over here, so I have some different data, not the PO. So now this file has opened. So friends, it's a very simple command. Just go to insert. I'm just repeating it. Someone is asking if I mail this sheet. uh, if you mail that seed, but it will not be available because the source of the data is available only in your system. So if you create a link of your common drive, then this link will definitely work. So common drive like Google Drive or OneDrive, whatever common drive is there, if you create a link over here, then this link will definitely work even if you are mailing this sheet to any person. Now someone is asking how to send PDF file as well. uh, Friends, there is a different options available over here. By not creating the link, but by inserting the object. Friends, my next topic under the same head is uh, hyperlink or object insertion. So friends, let me come to that file. If I want to insert a particular file over here, so what I can do, I can just insert that file, that PO or say PDF file over here. So how can you do this? Go to insert, and then there is a there is a button available, object. So friend, you just press this object, one dialog box will appear. In the dialog box, go to create from file under this option, and browse your desired file. So file may be PDF or whatever version is there, that you can insert over here. Say now I have this my PO, so I have selected this. Whatever destination you have saved, you just select your destination from over here, or whatever drive you have used, or whatever folder. So from that folder you can select your object the desired file, and click insert. So by clicking insert, the the path will appear over here. So what you have to do, you have to remember that display as an icon, and click on this also, link to file. So tick both the option, and then click OK. So now what will happen, this will create a shortcut of this file. So friends, the size of this file is a little more. You can reduce the width and length of this file like this. You can reduce, and you can even you can make it fit into a particular cell. So the according to the size of the cell, you can reduce, you can increase your size also. Sometimes what happens, while we are like conducting our audit, and auditor asks कि भाई आपका जो फाइल है, you just create a object of your file against each and every particular object, particular line. Suppose बोलेगा कि भाई इस पार्टी का मेरे को इनवॉइस चाहिए. So in that case he will ask by you just create an object of against each and every this data or each and every value. You just create the object over here of each and every PO or invoice whatever, so that the auditor or whoever the concerned person is, he can see by just clicking over here. He will just press a double click and this file get opened. So friends, this is again another way where you can insert a link or insert the object or that file itself over here, and you can mail this file, and even without having that particular link, this file get open in different system also. So what I am doing over here, I am just mailing this table, this particular file along with the uh, supporting files. So all the files will get mailed to the concerned person. But friends, you have to keep in mind that as you go on inserting the object, the size of the file will increase, and it may happen that the file is so heavy that you cannot mail it. So you have to keep in this size of the file also in your mind. So friends, we have covered this also. Now our last topic is removing of duplicates. Friends, it's again important function, and it will be a very important function, removal of duplicates, while we will be covering our VLOOKUP. When we will be covering our VLOOKUP topic, this duplicate values, uh, how to find the duplicate values, and how to like remove the duplicates, it will be very important function at that time. So let's learn how to identify and then remove the duplicate values. Friends, identification is again a part of conditional formatting, or there is a one formula called count if. So by these two options, we can identify if there is any duplicate values or duplicate data are appearing in a table or in a column or in a row. So you can find it easily by using conditional formatting, or by using count if, or by using this removal of duplicates also. So friends, for the timing, I am just showing you whether any duplicate values is appearing in a particular column, but with the use of conditional formatting. It's a very simple thing. uh, so will there are so many things available, so many functions available in conditional formatting, but for the timing I am just covering how to find a duplicate value in a particular column. So friends, let's select this column. So I have selected it. Now go to home page, home, and then go to conditional formatting. Under conditional formatting, uh, first option, highlight cell rule. Under highlight cell rule, you will find at the bottom that this duplicate values, it's appearing over here, duplicate value. You just click over here. As soon as you click, a dialog box will appear. So you can put OK. So when you put OK, this pink color will highlight whether any duplicate values are appearing or not. So every column have duplicate values. So but from the drop down, you see there are hardly only few codes are like unique value. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, only 7 codes are there, which are unique code. Means there is no, only 7 codes are there in that particular column, but over a number of 200 plus rows, all the codes are appearing. By this way you can identify whether it's appearing duplicate or not. So our concern is how to remove the duplicates. Friends, how can you remove the duplicates? You just select this column. By selecting this column, so go to data, and then let me repeat it again. By selecting this column, go to data, and there is this button appearing, remove duplicate. Remove duplicate. So friends, just press over here. Now it will ask do you want to expand the selection or continue with the current selection. At this moment I am just continuing with the current selection, and press remove duplicate. As soon as you press the this option remove duplicate, it will remove all the duplicates, only the unique values will remain in the column. So I have just pressed it, and then press OK. Now you see the dialog box is saying 234 duplicate values found and removed. So system has done its work by removing 234 duplicate values, and only 9 unique values are remaining. So friends, the codes are 7. 9 it was saying, say code was there, and some heading and that kind of thing. Uh, but only 7 codes are remaining over here. So friends, this is the thing that you can remove particular duplicate data. I'm just pressing it Control Z again. Now if you want to consider 2 columns, or say 3 columns at a time, so that you can also by adding different labels, you can do this. Hence there is shortcut key Alt AM. So that is a derived shortcut key, Alt AM. So by pressing Alt AM, derived key you can always derive from your system, or go to data and then press duplicate, remove duplicates. So here I have 3 columns. So friends, what it will do, it will first select the code, and then consignee or say party name, and then place. So once the combination of these three field will be there, then only it will remove the duplicates. Otherwise it will keep each and every data as it is. So what it will make a combination of party code, party name and place. So only this unique combination will remain in the column. So I'm just pressing OK, and what it is saying, 198 duplicates has been removed and 37 unique values remain. So what it is doing over here, say PK fashion. Now you just select PK fashion. Under PK fashion you will see code remains the same, but the city are unique. There is no repetition of city. So city remains. So what the function has done, function has taken the duplicate value of the codes though it's appearing, but if you see the combination of these 3 columns, party code, party name and party place, so this is the unique combination. So system has just retained this unique combination and removed all the duplicate combinations. So friends, this is all about utilization of removing duplicates. Hope you must have enjoyed our today's session. So we have already covered the entire topic which we thought of.